the hospital for the treatment. Okay, this was the
Rich or poor?
yeah, this was the
मैम
second yeah beta.
इक्वालिटी मैम, पर पहले आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा था सुनीता देवी इज एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एन,
Two reason why Sunita Devi thinks she is not equal. Why did she feel so that she is not equal? Two reasons were because of the income disparity first, right? She
एंड मैम
thought that she
सेकंड
was unequal because of the income disparity. She had to stand in the line of the poor people for the treatment of her own daughter. Okay, this was the one. And second one was also they had to struggle very hard to meet their basic requirement. Okay. Okay. Next one is why and how was Om Prakash Valmiki discriminated against? Why and how Om Prakash Valmiki was discriminated? Why he was discriminated?
Ma'am,
मैम
because
बिकॉज
he is belonging to Dalit caste.
कास्ट
Very good. Okay. One, why the reason of why is that he belonged to the Dalit caste, that is a scheduled caste. So he was discriminated, and how he was discriminated? Nupur, give the answer.
मैम
Nupur, Nupur, can you tell me how Om Prakash Valmiki was discriminated? How he was discriminated? Okay, Drishti, do you know?
मैम शी वाज ऑफ लोअर कास्ट
Hmm.
मैम
No, I'm talking
मैम
about not why. The why part is over. That why he
मैम
was
कहना है
discriminated because he was a Dalit child. Okay,
मैम
and
कहना है
how? Wait a minute. Let others try. Yashika, do you want to try, beta? You were also in my class from the very beginning. How he was discriminated?
he was discriminated
Okay, Anushka, you can give the
मैम
answer.
Can I?
मैम कहना है
Yashika is giving the answer.
because he was beaten up by other students without any reason.
Yes.
He was made to sit at the back of the classroom right near the door and
Very
sometimes
good.
on the bare floor without a mat. He
Hmm.
was made to sweep the classroom, the school, and the playground for a couple of days. He was allowed to drink
Okay.
from a common tap.
Okay, very good. He was again all these kinds of discrimination he faced. All these different discrimination forms of discrimination he faced. We can write down those all in points, in very simple points. Okay. First, he was made to sit on the back in the classroom. He was also made to sit on the bare floor. He was beaten by the children. He was not allowed to drink the water from the same common tap, and he was also made to sweep the floor of the room, of the classroom, of the school playground, and of the entire school, everything. Such kind of discrimination. Second is, what are the provisions? Third one, what are the provisions laid down by the Constitution in respect to the equality of all citizens? What are the provisions laid down by the Constitution in respect to equality of all citizens?
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Ma'am, I think your voice coming double.
Okay, it's
Ma'am, can I?
yes, you can give the answer. You can also tell on page number where we can find this answer.
Ma'am, in page number 5.
Very good.
Can I start the answer?
Yes.
There are several provisions in the Constitution that work to see that people are treated with dignity and as equals. The fundamental rights guarantee equality, dignity, and self-respect to all citizens of India.
Mhm. But we have to see the 4 points are given below the sentence you read out. First, all the persons are equal before the law. This is the first point. Second, no person can be discriminated against on the basis of religion, race, caste, place of birth, whether male or a female. Third, every person is allowed the free access to the public places. Okay, we all people are free, are allowed free access, that we are allowed the permission to go freely to all the public places. And the fourth and the most important one is untouchability has been abolished. We cannot discriminate against any people on the ground that they are untouchables. Okay. Next one is fourth one. Did the midday meal scheme achievement what it meant for?
Ma'am, can I?
Did the midday meal scheme achievement achieve what it was meant for?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can I?
Can
Okay,
I?
let me
Can I,
Shanvi.
Shanvi?
Shanvi, let me try somebody else, beta. Then I'll come back to you. Okay. Anybody else?
Ma'am,
Can I?
Call your name.
Ma'am, Palak.
Anushka.
Apart from Palak, anybody? Okay, Dishi Sharma. Try. Good one. The question is, did the midday meal scheme achieved what it was meant for? क्या midday meal scheme ने वो सब achieve कर लिया था for what it was meant?
मैम इसको उन वर्ड्स में बता सकते हैं?
Yes, you can write. Yes.
The midday meal scheme achievement that poor person childs eat one time food. Ma'am, can I?
Let her try, beta. Let her try. Let her try.
The achievement of the midday meal session are in price the scheme. Ma'am, page number 6 पे आइए.
Okay.
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, may I? Yuvika Sharma. Ma'am, may I?
Okay, Yuvika.
Okay, ma'am. The achievements of Ma'am, the answer is on page number 6. The achievements of the midday meal scheme are impressive. The scheme had led to a significant rise in the number of girl students and of a number of poor childs. It
Okay.
has.
Yes, Yuvika, you are right. It is on page number 6, first paragraph. But the question, see, it is right. You have to write all these points, all the 6 to 7 achievements which are mentioned. You have to write. But the right way to write the answer is, the question was, did the midday meal scheme achieved what it was? So the answer will be yes. The midday meal scheme achievement achieved. And the achievements were as follows. Okay, and you will write this line and then you can write all these points one by one. Okay, got it? Because there is always the proper order of answering the question. Okay, your answer is right. It is on page number 6. You are reading all the points which I hope everybody has got. It is on page number 6.
Yes,
First, children were entered, poor children were entered, number of the girls children who entered the school increased, and also the women could freely work. Women who can go to their workplaces without the tension of giving the lunch to their children. Women employment increased because the women were employed in these schools for cooking the meal. Okay, and the caste distinction, the caste discrimination came to an end because the children of different castes sit together and had their meal. So all these were some of the achievements which were achieved. Okay. Then the last one is, in what ways are the experiences of African Americans similar to those of Dalit?
And the bus on which Rosa Parks was traveling.
Yes, ma'am.
No, experiences are similar. उनके experience और दलित के experience में similarity क्या है?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, Shanvi.
Ma'am, अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन के और दलित के में ये सिमिलरिटी है.
Try to say in English. Give the answers in English. We have to write in English, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, that the African American peoples have to
Dalit, but they are not pushed by the real American. But Dalits have to sweep but the African American not to sweep the areas, but in the Rosa Park there is a bus in Rosa Park.
No, you are giving about what kind of discrimination they faced and what kind of discrimination they faced. It was same. They were treated unequally. They were not allowed to get the education, and they were discriminated on the ground of education, and they were discriminated. They were ill-treated. It was all same. We have to experience similarity. Yes, they were discriminated on same grounds. They were not given. The most important thing was education is mentioned in the book, right? You can see Dalit were not given, Dalit child was subjected to indiscrimination right from the birth. They were not given the right to education. Same was with the African Americans. They were ill treated in the society also, right? So all these experiences which they were facing will have to be mentioned. They were not given the right to education. They were discriminated in the society.
Ma'am,
Okay.
Dalit and African Americans are poorest in the country.
No, ma'am. The African American not poor, but they are with the black color.
See,
Black
yeah,
color on
actually,
their
see,
body.
these African Americans were brought. They were brought from the Africa, and they were treated as they were kept as a slave. It is also right. They were brought and they were treated as slave, and they have to serve these white Americans. So, and same was the same we can say was the Dalit. They were treated because they were untouchables, lower caste people. So they were treated unequally. Okay. Also, I have mentioned one important law which was provided in the constitution was that untouchability has been abolished, but still it was practiced. Okay. So we will discriminate on these grounds that they were treated unequally, and they these were treated as slave. They were not given education. Similarly, the Dalits also, they were not given the right to education, and in spite of the right provided in the constitution, and also they were treated unequally in the society. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'll take the attendance first, and then we will be start. Okay, with the next lesson, first lesson of history we will be starting. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what name of lesson? मैम आपने नोट्स भेजे थे क्या?
Which notes?
मैम इंग्लिश ग्रामर के.
No, I will share it today in the class. You all can take the screenshot over there.
Okay, ma'am.
Now shall we start with the attendance first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everybody. Arna Mathur?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Abhay Yadav? Abhi Seth?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Afan? Ankit Meena?
Ma'am, Aniket Meena is present.
Okay. Anshul Sonwal? Arna Maurya? Ayush Chaudhary?
Present, ma'am.
Ayush Chaudhary is present. Ayush Nehra? Okay. Cherry Vijay?
Ma'am, I'm present. Cherry Vijay.
Okay, bete. Daksh Lalwani?
Ma'am, Daksh Lalwani is present.
Okay, bete. Then Dhruv Dhariwal? Dhruv Dhariwal? Dhruv Yadav?
Present, ma'am.
Dhruv Yadav?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dishi Sharma?
Ma'am, Dishi Sharma is present.
Very good. Diana? Diana Motwani? Gurpreet? Hansika Bharti?
Ma'am, Hansika Bharti present.
Okay. Himanshi?
Himanshi present.
Ishan? Jaspreet? Jatin? Jatin?
Ma'am, Himanshi present.
I marked you present, Himanshi. Jatin? Jayesh? Jayesh,
अभी से बोलो ज्यादा हल्ला में के.
everybody mute yourself. Everybody mute yourself. Okay. Karnik,
Present, ma'am. Karnik Sangi.
Manju.
Ma'am, Karnik.
Okay, Karnik. Manju. Okay, Noman. Palak.
Present, ma'am. Palak.
Okay, Parth. Parth.
Present, ma'am.
Parthvi Nelly. Rhythm.
Present, ma'am.
Rhythm Naruka present. Okay, Rishabh. Saurabh.
Present, ma'am. Saurabh Chitwani present.
Okay, beta. Tejas. Tejaswini. Tejaswini. Tejendra. Trikasha. Vidushi. Vidushi. Vishal.
Ma'am, Vishal Arora present.
Okay, Vidushi and Vishal. Yuvika.
Yuvika Sharma present, ma'am.
Okay, Khush Agarwal.
Ma'am, Riksha present.
Trikasha.
Ma'am, Khush Agarwal present.
Okay. Trikasha, you are present. Trikasha.
Ma'am,
Yes.
my name,
What is your name?
ma'am, Chirag Vijay.
Yes, ma'am.
I will call your name right now.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, bete. Then Anushka.
Yes, present, ma'am. Anushka Sadhu.
Okay, Chirag.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Ananya Jain.
Ananya Jain present, ma'am.
Okay, Preetam Sardar.
Pritam Sardar is present, ma'am.
Okay, bete. Nupur.
Present, ma'am.
And Prabhav.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, bete. Astha Sharma, section B. Astha Sharma.
Mama, Astha Sharma is present.
Okay, Abhyuday Singh. Abhyuday. Amandeep. Aman. Angel Gupta. Angel. Ankit Sharma. Ayush Bansal. Chitresh. Daksh Soni. Daksh. Deepika.
Ma'am, Deepika Gawar present.
Drishti Rai.
Ma'am, Drishti Rai present.
Okay, Jay Soni.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Jay
Present,
Vardhan.
ma'am.
Okay, Jay Vardhan. Janvi. Jitesh.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Kanav Gupta.
Present.
Kritika Motwani. Kritika.
Present, ma'am. Kritika Motwa.
Mansi.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Meet.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Mishti.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Mumal.
Present, ma'am.
Mumal is present. Mumal, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mumal, were you present yesterday also?
हम नानी के गए हुए थे.
Okay. Nandini.
Ma'am, Nandini is present.
Okay, Nidhi. Nidhi. Prabhav. Sorry, Pranav.
Ma'am, Pranav present.
Okay, Ram. Om Prakash. Sorry, Om Palsania. Rishita Sehra. Rishita. Sahil. Shanvi.
Present.
Ma'am, Shanvi Parekh present.
Okay, Shanvi and Sahil, I marked you present. I marked you both present. Shubham.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Suman Soni. Tanya Verma. Tanmay. Tanmay. Yashika Singh.
Yashika Singh present.
Okay. And Yuvraj Solanki. Yuvraj, are you there in the class today? Okay, now open first chapter of your history. Quickly, everybody open the first chapter of your history.
Ma'am, what's the name of chapter?
Come again.
Ma'am,
What is the name of chapter?
Ma'am, the middle period.
What? Anybody was saying something?
Ma'am, what is the name of chapter?
History chapter number 1.
The medieval period.
Medieval period.
The medieval period.
Medieval period is the first lesson of history.
Excuse me,
The
ma'am.
medieval period.
Yes, the medieval period. Okay.
Ma'am, can I read?
No, before
Ma'am, please
moving, see, before we'll start with this lesson, okay, see, before going on this lesson, I would like to give you a little bit of information regarding history. Okay, if I want everybody,
screen share करा दी क्या मैम?
no, first listen carefully. Before going to this lesson of this medieval period, first lesson of history, I would like to give you a small detail regarding history. See, whenever we study history, we find it boring because we do not know what we are doing and all. So, to make it more convenient, I would like to tell you that this entire history time period has been divided into 3. First is ancient. Okay, this entire period of history is divided into 3 parts. First is ancient. Second is medieval. Okay, and the third is modern history. Now, these are the 3 basic divisions of history. And when we divide the entire history, that is the past, into 3 parts, we study about ancient, medieval, and modern. Now, what is ancient? We have studied about the primitive man, how the man came, how the man discovered fire. All about that we study in the ancient period of history. Okay. And in this class, 7th class, we will be learning about the medieval time period of history, which is also known as middle. We will be studying about this middle time period of history, and this medieval time period or the middle time period of history is started from 8th century to 18th century. Again, for more simpler, this medieval time period was divided into 2. This entire 8th to 18th time period was divided into 2. First is early medieval period and late medieval period. Now this 8 to 18 time period was divided into 2, early medieval period and late medieval period. The early medieval period started from 8th to 13th century, and from 13th to 18th century was the later medieval period. Okay, so this medieval, which was divided, which started from 8 and ended on in 18th century, has been again divided into two parts to make it more convenient and easy to understand. That was early and late medieval period. Early lasted from 8 to 13, and late lasted from 13 to 18th century. And then after 18th century, in 19th century came the modern history. Okay, this modern history will be learning in the next class, 8th class. And this modern history is also known as British history or British period. Modern time period is also known as British time period or colonial time period. Okay. So in this, when we will be studying about modern history in the next class, we will be learning about when the Britishers came to India, what was the situation of our country, what all we went through during this time period. So this modern period of history is also known as British period. Okay, which we will be doing in the next class 8. In this, we will be learning about the entire medieval period, who came during the medieval period, which rulers came, how was India ruled during that time period, and what are the different sources through which we come to know about the medieval time period. Okay, is it clear to everybody? If you are clear with
Yes,
this
ma'am, clear.
classification, if you are clear with this classification about history, it will be easy for you to understand history, and also you will not find it boring कि हम क्या पढ़ रहे हैं. You might feel कभी तो हमको ancient time period के बारे में बताया जाता है, कभी हमको Britishers के बारे में बताया जाता है. Sometimes we are told about Aurangzeb, Jahangir, Akbar, Babur. We are told about that. We do not know. Actually, that is this division. Okay, like we can divide one day into parts like morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Similarly, this entire period of history is divided into three: ancient, medieval, and modern. In your previous classes, you all have studied about ancient. हमने पढ़ा था people, primitive peoples के बारे में पढ़ा है. How discovery of fire came, wheel came, how we progressed, how we started agriculture practice. Right? हमने ये सब start करा है. We have studied like when these primitive people started to settle at one place, and when they started settling in one place, they started the agriculture practice. This is the growth of the past time period which we have studied in the ancient. And now from this first lesson, the medieval period, we will be starting about this medieval time period from 8th to 18th century, which is classified into two: early and late. Is it clear to everybody? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
will be also asking you the question. So everybody should know what I have said. Everybody should be hearing it very clearly. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. We'll start with Yashika. Yashika, page number 3 of history. Okay.
Ma'am,
This is page number 3. I'll tell everybody. I'll call the names myself. Okay. See, this is the first page of history, the medieval time period. You can start reading with this first paragraph. Okay.
The period between the ancient and the modern period of history is known as the medieval period. The word medieval comes from a Latin word meaning middle. In India, the medieval period stretches from the 8th to 18th century. During this period, India witnessed many economic, political, religious, and cultural changes in society. This period also saw large-scale construction activities. In this book, we will study about India in the medieval period.
Okay. As it is, first line of the lesson says that medieval time period of history is between ancient and the modern. Okay. Again, it is right. The word medieval itself means the middle. Okay. And 8 to 18th is medieval time period divided into two parts: 8 to 13 early and 13 to 18 is the late medieval time period. Also, I would like to tell you one more important thing. See, whenever we study about either ancient time period of history, medieval time period of history, or the modern time period of history, whenever we study about any time period of history or any, we study about its political changes, about its economic changes, cultural changes, and social changes. That is, whenever हम चाहे कोई सा भी time period पढ़े, what do we study? We study its political changes, economic, cultural, and social changes. Political changes means how and by whom the country is ruled. Okay. Then economic, that is what are the sources of income, or what were the different sources of income or the people do to earn their income. Okay, different professions followed by the people. Culture, what was the society changes in the society, the cultural changes that people belongs to which culture, what kind of practices they followed. These changes are studied in the culture, and also we study about all these. And in the social changes, what all changes came in the society, how were the people treated. Okay. What were the any kind of social evils which were prevalent in the society, have how they what was their position at that point of time. तो जब भी हम कोई भी टाइम पीरियड पढ़ते हैं तो उनको हम इन 4 रिस्पेक्ट्स में, that is in these 4 respect we study about any time period. Okay.
Ma'am, religious also.
Yeah, cultural, religious, all are included in this cultural changes also. Okay. So we will study about these changes which took place during the medieval time period. Okay. Drishti,
Yes,
you can read the second paragraph.
Yes, ma'am. Time
Okay.
frame and major developments. The medieval period in India can be divided broadly into 2 phases. The early medieval period, 8th to 13th century, and the later medieval period, 13th to 18th century. The Palas, the Pratihars, Raktarkuts, Cholas,
Rakshakutas.
and the Rajputs dominated the history of India during the early medieval period. The later medieval period covered the rule of the Turks and Afghans, the Mughals, and numerous other religious kingdoms which arose during this period.
Okay. Now see. Now we will be starting with the explanation of this medieval time period. Okay. It is first a sentence is clearly mentioned that it is divided into 2 parts. Okay. Second is, it is saying that during the early medieval period and the late medieval period, okay, who were the rulers or which were the kingdoms which became more popular during the early medieval period and late medieval period. In the early medieval period, the rulers who came to India, or the rulers who were in India and who ruled the different regions of the country, were the Palas, Pratiharas, Rakshakutas, Cholas, and Rajputs. So when we will be learning in the next lessons about the early medieval period, we will be learning in detail about the Palas and the kingdoms, like who were the Pala kings, okay, who were the different type of Pala kingdom, and from which time period to what time period they ruled the country. After Palas came the Rakshakuttas, then Pratiharas, Cholas, and Rajput. Who were the different Rajput rulers and which region they ruled? How did they rule these regions? We will be learning about them in detail. And the rulers which came during the late medieval period or the later medieval periods were the Turks, Afghans, Mughals, all the Muslim rulers which came to India during this later medieval time period of 13th to 18th century. Is it clear? So when we will be learning about these rulers. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope it's very clear, because I don't think up till now there is any kind of confusion? Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, Turks, Afghans, and Mughals are the Muslim rulers.
They were the Muslim rulers who entered India from the eastern part of the country. Eastern part, we will be learning when we will come to the lesson. I will explain you in detail that these were all the Mughal rulers who entered to the India from the eastern part of the India. Okay, northeastern border of the country. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, Ananya, do you want to read? Do you have the book?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, read.
The medieval period occupies an important place in India history. The coming of the Muslim led to the growth of a composite culture. There was a lot of interactions on two fronts, different between North and South India, and between the Hindus and the Muslims. That led up to culture exchange and the growth of a culture what was above religion and caste difference. The Muslim dynasties, particularly Mughals, many centuries of stability to the country. This led to an increase in trade and the growth of urban centers. There was much more contact between India and the rest of the world during this period.
Okay, very good, Ananya. In this paragraph, it is telling us about that. See, early there was Palas, Cholas, Rajputas, all the Hindu rulers. Okay, and then in the later medieval period came all the Muslim rulers, Turks, Afghans, Mughals. Okay, and out of these Mughals were very strong rulers. Okay, and it is saying that when these Mughal rulers came to our country, then there was the growth of the composite culture. Suppose, see, पहले सारे Hindu rulers थे. After all these Hindu rulers, because when these were the rulers, the Hindu religion was very much common among the people. And but when these Mughal rulers came, they along with themselves brought their own culture. ये अपने साथ खुद का culture लेके आए. We all people or the people of the past, they came to know about the Muslim culture also. And when by living in society, they got all the people got the opportunity to learn about these religions, two religions. Hindu came to know about the Muslim religion, Muslims came to know about the Hindu religion. So there was a composite of the culture, that is uniation of the two culture. Okay, so when these Muslims came to the India, there was a growth of composite culture, two culture, Hindu and Muslim, and the North India and the South India. All the entire country became one united. Okay, and also not only this, also there was cultural growth. Also, people used to exchange their cultures. We came to know, and as I said, Mughals were the more powerful rulers, बहुत strong और powerful rulers थे, and due to which they were successful in providing the stability to the country. That is, when they were the rulers, the country was stable. It was ruled in a proper way also, and also it was possible during this time period that the country was able to unite with the other urban centers also. Also the trade between India and the rest part of the country or with the rest of the world increased during this time period. That is, India और दूसरी countries के साथ जो trade जो था, it also increased during this time period. Is it clear to everybody? And what I am describing right now in this paragraph is just in short. Okay, how this happened or what all situations came, we will be learning about all these in detail in the remaining chapters. Is it clear to everybody? It's just a small revision of how it happened or what happened during this medieval time period. It's just a summary. Okay. Okay, Yuvika, you can read the next paragraph.
Most of the languages that we speak today developed the slowness during the period. Some of the food items we enjoy today and the clothes we wear have to beginning of the medieval
Medieval period.
period. Medieval period. Similarly, some of the religions, beliefs, social customs, and traditional are the products of this period.
Okay, now it is saying that what other growth or in what other fields the growth was observed during this time period. मतलब इस time period में हमने और किस field में growth face की थी? The first one was the most of the languages which we speak today, यानी ज्यादातर जो language हम आज बोलते हैं, they were came to us or they were flourished during this medieval time period only. Is it clear? And also the food which we enjoy, the clothes we wear, we can say that we have bear these all from that medieval time period only. Because उस time पे different types of clothes were manufactured, different types of foods were developed because two cultures were united. We came to know about different types of food. All these have their bearing, that is, they can be related back to this medieval time period only. Also religious belief, because the different rulers were there, different rulers believed into different religions, so many religious beliefs today can be dated back to that time, medieval time period. Social customs which we follow today, traditions which we see today, all are from this medieval time period. Is it clear to everybody? Is it clear up till here to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, again I'm repeating my
Yes,
line. This was only the general introduction. It was only the general introduction of the medieval time period, and we will be learning about this time period in detail from the next topic onwards. Is it clear to everybody?
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay,
okay,
everybody.
ma'am.
Now you have to start your next class also.